Hey guys, welcome back to World Mechanics. In today's video guys, we'll show you how to remove and replace oxygen sensor bank 2 sensor 1 on BMW 3 Series guys, E90, E91, 92, 93. That should cover 2005 to 2013. Stay with us guys, that's what we'll be doing. We'll have more than 200 videos made on this car, so please subscribe for more videos. We're constantly adding more BMW videos as well, so if you need help with anything, drop a comment below and we'll try to make a video for you. So the first thing that we'll be doing, we'll need to remove this cover here so we can gain room to the back of the engine because the wires run through the back. So stay with us, we'll show you how to do that now and we'll proceed with removing the oxygen sensor. We have a video on the channel that explains how to test oxygen sensors without removing them. So please check it out, so that way you can save yourself some money, or if you don't need a sensor, don't buy one. So all the tools and parts that we use will be listed in the description of the video below. We need 8mm socket and we'll need to go ahead and remove that bolt. This is for the cabin air filter. Okay, we're supposed to have the same bolt on this side, but one is missing on this side. We're going to install some later. We just noticed that. Okay, we have one more on this side and again one is missing. So altogether you need to have 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts. Now you can pull your cabin air filter out. Okay, that's what it looks like. And we can proceed with the next step. So now you can find this one, I'll list in the description of the video. This is a very handy tool for what we'll be doing next. Okay, we need to disconnect the wiring harness from here. So on the inside there is one clip. I'm going to show it to you in just a second once we remove it, because it's hard to, okay, it's a little bit hard to see there. So let me just get the thing in. Okay, they came loose. Now you have those clips right here. Okay, check it out. And these clips, you need to go ahead and push them down, okay, with that thing. And when you push them down, you can pull the wiring harness out of the holders there. So you have 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. Usually they don't come off so easy, but we removed them in the past. Probably that's why they came out a little bit easier this time. Next, we need to go ahead, okay, and remove that cover. You have 2 clips, one on this side, one on the other one, exactly the same. After that, pull that rubber seal out and the cap will come off. The same thing on this side. Okay, pull that rubber thing out. One clip here, one over there. Okay, and we're going to pull the cap as well. We need to use the 8mm socket again, and let's go on this side now. There is one bolt that we need to remove. Okay, we'll need to disconnect our air quality sensor as well. So we just get it out of the clips like that, and now we need to remove the same bolt on this side with 8mm socket. Okay, perfect. Now you can see right here we have 2 rubber things that we need to pull out, one on this side, one on the other side. And after that you're going to pull this thing up on the front end and slide it back. And now you're going to see how much more room we're going to get to work on the engine here. Next we can grab the engine cover and pull it straight up. Okay, there is a few rubber bushings holding it in place. Okay, let's flip it on the side and I'll show you. 4 rubber bushings, 1, 2, 3, 4. And those bushings attach to the valve cover right here. You can see 2 spots and 2 over there. So oxygen sensor bank 2 sensor 1 is the one on cylinder 4, 5 and 6, and it's hidden right there. Okay, you can kind of see that gray wire, that's where it is. So we'll show you now how to get to there. Now the wiring harness, it's a great wire and it comes up to here, so we'll need to lift that thing up, okay, and disconnect the wire, push in on the tooth, okay, and disconnect it. This one is really tight usually, so you just go a little bit at a time. Okay, perfect. Now we're going to remove the cable in just a second. This is the cable for the other sensor, but we'll need to get it out of the bracket so it gets loose. They have one mount, okay, this one there, so put that one to the side to get it out. Here there is one more holder, so put that one up. And now that metal plate, we'll need to remove it. It has two bolts actually holding it, so we'll show you how to remove it now. I believe it's a reverse Torx 8. Okay, reverse Torx 8. And we'll show you all the tools and parts again, guys, in the description of the video below. So we got this one loose now. Okay, it's going by hand. First bolt is about to come out and we'll show you. Okay, what it looks like. Let me grab it with the socket so I can spin it a little bit easier, because the bolt is loose enough to go by hand. But we have some gasket leak here, a little bit of oil leak, so we'll be fixing that one as well on the channel, guys. More than 200 videos will be made on this car. This is your bolt, that's what it looks like. This is the head of the bolt. So we have the same thing on the back side, all the way towards the back. Okay. Trying to catch it here now. Okay, it's going now. Let me take this one off and I'll show you when I remove it what it looks like. It's the same like the other bolt. This is the second bolt, identical like the first one. Let me drop it on the floor so I don't lose it here. Very small bolt. Now we can pull that plate out. Okay, and that's where the bolts are. On the bottom side, one here, one over there. So we can proceed with removing the sensor now. So now, okay, that cable will need to come out. So here it's a little bit tricky now how we do it. Okay, we need to go under that vacuum hose and that breather hose. You need to be extremely careful because that's a fragile hose and ours. We just found out yesterday that it's broken. Okay, the cable is loose now, and I'll come on this side, pull it out of the metal clip that's holding sensor 1 and 2 together. Bank 1 and bank 2 for the sensors, and pull the sensor out. Okay, let me make sure that it's going where I wanted it to go. Okay, because it's a little bit of limited room back there, so you need to make sure that it's not catching anything. Okay, perfect. This is the wire, guys. Okay, right there. So now we need to use a special oxygen sensor socket removal tool. You can find this one in the description of the video as well. And this one goes on top of the cable and goes through the sensor. That way we can go ahead and remove it. We'll show you once we remove it exactly how it works, because it's super limited room there. Okay, so you can see that's where the socket is, on top of the sensor. Okay, so we have the ratchet there now. Okay, this thing will be super tight, guys. Oh, okay, got loose. Now if you use the anti-seize that they provide in the packages most of the times, sometimes they will not put them, but You can go ahead and remove them super easy later if you need to remove or replace one. Okay, now you just start turning that thing by hand. You will need to turn the cable at the same time, because otherwise you will not be able to remove it. And this is the old sensor out of the way. You can see just like that. We'll get the new one and show you how to replace it now. So we bought the sensor, the replacement sensor, a few weeks ago. We used it on another car because we thought it had a bad sensor, but it wasn't. And we will have the video on our channel, guys, how to test those sensors. So that way you don't waste money like we did. In our case, we have to remove and replace it on this one, so we got lucky that we'll be able to use the one that we purchased. But it does have some signs of use because it was on the other car. But it's practically new. It's been used only for like for a few days, a couple of days. Now, always apply anti-seize, a little bit of anti-seize on those. And we're going to go ahead, start it now by hand, and when it starts getting tight, we'll just use the socket for the last tightening, and we're going to feed the cable all the way around it as well. So pretty much everything else from that point on is in reverse, so we'll stay with us until the end to show you how we can route the cable. So do not forget to put that metal plate on the sensor. We already got ours tight and we're about to feed the cable, but we need to install that metal plate with the two bolts now. So I fed the cable through the back. Okay, and then we'll get it through that pipe here. That's a wiring harness. Now, in my opinion, it needs to come through here. Okay, the lower it is, the better. And then all we have left is just to connect our cable here and install it on the mount. And this one will be, guys, okay, the whole procedure. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe, guys, for more videos, and see you next time.